Today is an exciting day. I have been on planes all my life. It's something that happens when you're born overseas and your family lives all the way around the world. But never have I ever flown on a plane this small, or a plane that's called a de Havilland DHC-8-8400-8Q. I'm going from Cairns all the way right to the top of Australia, the tiny little islands at the top. Should be interesting.
I know nothing about it. I turned my thinking on to make sure it's aligned with yours. I'm obviously doubtful, how could anyone turn my opinion round? I'm trying to understand what all the fuss is about. If I admit to myself, I built my love around all the love is made a pretty little picture inside my head, yeah. While all the other ones pick a little image out for themselves, yeah.
So right now I'm in the Torres Strait Islands. Thursday Island is the administrative capital of the Torres Strait Islands. It's not a country, it's part of Australia. When you'd hear administrative capital, you'd probably think big, but this place has only got 2,000 people. The airport you arrive on is not on this island, it's on Horne Island, and it's basically a tin shed. There are 4 little planes, and the biggest plane is the plane that you've just arrived on. And then luggage gets brought out in front of you, in front of the buses that'll take you to the ferry. The ferry was cool. It was like a boat for 15 people, and you sit in it and just watch this blue water as you drive along through it. It was kind of really beautiful. Then you get on a bus, and as soon as you get to Thursday Island, and they'll take you to the accommodation. And this is it. This is where I am. So I'll tell you one thing with absolute certainty. Thursday Island is beautiful. The island is only 7 kilometres to walk all the way around, and the whole way around you have gorgeous views like this. Wow. Now the heat is one thing, humidity is another thing, and I think I can handle both. What I can't handle are the flies. Well, I can, it's just as soon as you stop you've got about 15 around your face and around your legs. And the Horne family did actually send their kids to school here, and even though it was only a short period of time. And this is the school here. Well, I'll come by later and see if there are any records of the Horne family actually going to the school. So along the way for the Horne family, this was a rest stop. This was a place where they could stop and fish. And I can see a lot of fishing boats out in the water, and there are a lot of kids that just throw rocks, and it's a really quiet, lovely place. There's no pearling industry now, so there's no pearling luggers like they would have found, so the place is actually probably quieter than it was back then. I've checked out the Grand Hotel where the father sang, I've checked out the school, and I've checked out a few other things that Carsten told me to check out. And I realise now that I've got 4 more days here, and there's not more to research. What I am going to do here is I'm going to write. You cannot believe how good my office looks right now.
I know it all, and if I am wrong, I'm only human, but I'll turn my opinion round. I'll try to understand what all the fuss is about. I'll think for myself.
So I've actually spent the last 4 days writing now, and after these 4 days I have 61 pages of script. I don't know, I think I'm halfway, honestly, so another 60 pages to go. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it, really enjoyed this writing process. What's really cool is knowing that in 6 months I won't just have a first draft done, I'll have a script that is well researched, a script that has been through quite a few drafts, and something that I'm proud of pitching and taking to the next step. Even though this trip is meant to be 6 months and it's research and writing, and I'm halfway through the first draft on week 2 and I've got 24 weeks to go, I think it's a really healthy place to be, because I am nowhere near happy with this draft that I'm going right now. I haven't even gone back and re-edited things. I'm just getting everything on paper. Once it's on paper, I can then go do a pass of getting through it and looking at structure, and maybe when it's on paper and it's written down, that's when I can really start forming it. But nonetheless, this first draft, yeah, is well on its way, and I'm at a very, very healthy point in this trip so far. As the sun sets on my time here in Thursday Island, I thought I'd show you something. This is Green Hill Fort. So I've spent a week here in Thursday Island, and on my last night I've come up the top here. Like last week in Queensland, you know, you wonder why a family would come here, and I think, again, from a Melbourne point of view, you get here and there's nothing to do. There's nothing open. Everything closes at 5. People only are here with a purpose, and yet I sort of feel now, after 6 days of being here, I sort of understand it. On top of this hill, people are just gathering to sit and watch the sunset, which is one of the most lovely things I've ever seen. And it's a simple life, and I don't mean that in any bad way. It's actually really refreshing. Yeah, so I'm so glad to have come here. I feel like I really have taken that huge step with the script, and yeah, now I'm just gonna sit and watch the sunset.